Hi everyone, I am back today with a new video, and today I'm talking about a pen that I have been excited to use, to review, to actually receive, and that is, I'm grabbing it right now, the Platinum Curidas. I ordered this from Cult Pens, I think 2 weeks ago, thereabouts, and I think the package got like a little lost. Normally it takes about 4 or 5 days for Cult Pens orders to get to me, and this time it took like a week and a half. I even contacted the post office and they told me, oh, there's something wrong with the barcode of the address and we can't deliver it like this. And then magically somehow they did deliver it, but yeah, I was waiting for it very anxiously. The Curidas is a fountain pen with a clicky mechanism to engage the nib, like the Pilot Vanishing Point, but this one is under $100. It's made of plastic, and of course it's by a different manufacturer, and I love the look of this. And what I'm going to do in this video is ink this for the first time because I haven't inked it yet. I'm going to give you a comparison look with the Vanishing Point. I don't have this ink, so I'm not going to do a writing sample comparison, but I will show you like the pen components and the comparison of that. And of course this, I'm going to ink it on camera. I'm going to tell you what I like. I'm going to tell you what disappoints me, if there's anything that disappoints me, because I haven't used it yet. And yeah, I'm just excited to get started on this. Let's switch the shop. Okay, this is the box that the Curidas comes in. This is the sleeve that you see right now. I'll put away my pad. The sleeve, the pen is on the box, an image of it. Then you take off the sleeve. And you have a plastic platinum box that feels a little flimsy. Like mine doesn't really stay shut. I don't know if that's normal for these boxes, but I was glad that the sleeve was on here so it wouldn't just flip open. Open the box, and here's the pen in a plasticky sleeve. I'll take it out in a second. And underneath this pillowy thing is a booklet, and they call it the instruction manual. It shows you how to ink it basically, and how to disassemble. There's also a thingy on how to remove the clip. I'm not going to remove the clip in this video. I know my fiance did it, but it damaged the pen right away. I'm too afraid of that. You get a tool to take off the clip, so you can do it. You get the tools to do it, but I'm just afraid of scratching the pen. You get a cartridge. I ordered this from Cult Pens, which is in the UK. My fiance got it from a US seller, and he got a converter with it. So your mileage may vary. I did not get a converter. The website does not, so the Cult Pens website does not say you get a converter. I checked other European pen sites, and they also don't mention a converter. They only mention the cartridge, so I'm assuming that might be a European thing. And here we have the clear Curidas in all its glory. And honestly guys, this, I know it's just a clear pen, but this plastic and the metal innards of the pen just look amazing to me. She'll take off the nib size indication. I got a fine nib. I would have liked the medium nib because I know the platinum fine nib is going to be fine as heck. But since my fiance has the medium, I was like, let's not get a double nib size. Yeah, I love the way this looks. One thing that bothers me, and I think people have talked about this numerous times, is how long is it the knock? It is so long, and then it depresses fully. I don't think this needed to be that long, but maybe it did need to be that long. But that is ginormous. If you look at the Capless, which I have right here, or the Vanishing Point, is not as long, It makes it look almost comical, guys. The Curidas is way bigger in general, as you can like see. But if you click this one, it doesn't go in all the way, while the Curidas does almost go in all the way. And when the nibs are engaged, they're fairly the same size. I'm gonna grab my writing pad for a more uniform background right now. So I wanna try and get a close-up of the nibs. As you can see, the platinum nib is much bigger. Well, I say much bigger, it's still a small nib, but it is definitely bigger than the pilot nib. The clip on both pens is located in a different spot. So with the Capless, you have it basically where you grip the pen. For the Curidas, it is behind where you grip the pen. So it's like, well, you can grip it here, but you don't have to be bothered by the clip when you hold it. This clip is also removable. Capless clip, people have removed it, but it's not supposed to be removable. Weight-wise, the Capless is much heavier. And when you look at the bodies, I think the Curidas is slightly thicker, but because it's so much lighter, because it's a plastic pen, you don't really notice that thickness. So it doesn't feel very thick, even though it is quite thick. Curidas has like a roll stop here. I don't exactly know why they have that. Maybe if you remove the clip, they thought you need a roll stop. But if you want to hold the pen really close to the nib, that kind of gets in the way. Of course, I haven't written with it for a long stretch of time, so I can't really say anything about that definitively, but I would assume that gets in the way. The balance of this pen is really nice. It is, as I said, very light, and it feels really good. It's a plastic pen with a steel nib. It is under $100, and you pay mostly for this mechanism, I think. But I do think, from what I've seen right now, it's worth it. Because it's of course it's not 100% unique, because we have the Capless. There's some vintage pens that have the same type of mechanism, but it's still fairly unique in the pen world. And it is very interesting, and if you want to have a pen like a Capless but for less money, you could go for this. If you like platinum nibs better than pilot nibs, this is a good offer. Okay, let's take off what you could call the barrel. There we go. And then you have the innards, which looks a little weird. So there's like a protector right here for the converter and for the cartridge. So you put this metal bit on all the time. When you want to take it away, take it off, you push it and then follow the path and take it off. This gives you the nib unit. You take it out of the pen. There's a spring that engages the clicky mechanism. And then if you want to ink it, you have to do another one of those moves. So twist and pull. And then this always goes around here. You cannot put this back on without this element. So the Capless also has like a cartridge protector, a silvery metal thing. You don't use that when you're using the converter. Makes it easier to lose, in my opinion. So this one is not, you can't lose this, because if you lose it, you can't use the pen. Okay, I'm ready to ink it. I do have converters, platinum converters, but I also have an empty cartridge. So I'm gonna fill the empty cartridge with a J. Herbin ink. I always call this Pussy Moon. It's Poussière de Lune. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's like this dusty purple that is really nice. And it was at one point my favorite purple. Hate these bottles. They're so squat. But yeah. So I'm going to refill the cartridge. The platinum cartridges are nice to refill, because you don't have to use a syringe, you can use a pipette, because the hole is big enough to actually do that. So let's take out some ink. Of course, I got a whole bunch of ink. I'm not gonna fill this all the way. I don't know if you guys watched my other videos. I'm still in the one pen, one journal thing, which means that this pen is not gonna be used in my journal for a while. Which is sad. But I did like commit to it. Okay, so it doesn't take force to put this on here, but it is quite tight. So keep that in mind. And if you look at this, it looks like the feed must be super, super long. Okay, this goes back on the protector. Back to, okay, click, it clicks in. This goes back in here. Where's the, okay. Focus camera. There we go. Push, and then it's back in. Back on. And then I think I need to, ooh, that's tight. Okay, it works. Ooh, I thought I would need to wait a little bit, but it's immediately saturated. So let us do a writing sample, and I'll zoom in for you guys. So of course, in preparation of this video, I also looked at some reviews and some facts about this pen, and someone had the Phi nib, like I do, and it was not a great nib, so I am very interested to see what this will be like. Platinum Curidas, fine nib. I'm gonna write Pussy Moon because the other name is way too long. By J. Herbin. And guys, it is a smooth nib. I would say the Curidas nib, from what I've heard from other people, are more Western-like than their other nibs. So platinum nibs are generally very fine. But this is a normal fine. I have a fine, a 3776, that is extremely fine. It's like hairline fine. And these are not, and I'm mentioning the fiance again. He has a medium, and it's like a Western medium. So I can honestly say that I enjoy this a lot. This is the perfect fine size for me. And this is not scratchy at all. It is good. And I wish I could journal with it. It also doesn't even have that very feedbacky smell. Wow, hear me. Feedbacky feeling that platinum nibs generally have. There's a tiny touch of that, but it's not. If you don't like feedback, this is still a pen you could definitely use. Holding it, I can feel it's quite thick for me, and I will have to get used to that. I am more a fan of thinner pens, or like medium thick pens. But it's so light that it's easy to use. Still, I don't know if this is going to be a journaling favorite for long periods of time. It might be just a pull-out pen for at work, which, of course, it's ideal. I really like it. I'm very, very impressed by this pen. How does it compare to the Capless? It does very well against the Capless. I would say the Capless is a way more classic design. So if you like that classic design of a Capless, of these gorgeous finishes, go for that. The Curidas is cheaper, but the Pilot has a gold nib. If you like the Pilot more, but don't want to spend the money on a gold nib, there are options of Pilot capless pens with steel nibs. If you Google Pilot capless alloy, like a special alloy nib, you get the steel nib. And I think they are then around the same price as the Curidas. If you like the funkiness of the Curidas, the transparent bodies, the funky colors, and like a lightweight pen, the Curidas is definitely more your style. I like both for different situations. Right now, I'm more into the Curidas, honestly, because I love the way this looks, the clear with the metal, the writing feel, how light it is. So yeah, that's my 2 cents, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it, and it's a very interesting pen. I'm just really excited to start using it more. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and bye-bye.